the Ripple XRP ruling was very favorable to centralized exchanges and wallets and anybody who cares about doing things with tokens. We were concerned that there might be FUD rulings. Gary would wave his arm and declare all tokens officially illegal according to the SEC, and that would be a bit problematic for our business at MetaMask. It wouldn't be catastrophic because we're in nearly 200 countries around the world, and so we would lose a decent chunk of our revenue, but we would continue to operate and we'd emphasize other places. So bottom line, we can, as an ecosystem, we can continue to operate globally and in the US, kind of unfettered, with much more attention to rigor around decentralizing things, because when things are decentralized, then the Securities Exchange and Centralization Control Commission, that's what they're there for. Centralization is something that needs to be regulated, and as long as we design as we should and execute as we should in our ecosystem, then the SEC can't do that much in a sane world. No, so
That's hope.
I and others felt at the beginning of this adventure that we're doing some things that are going to lead to a clash of civilizations. One based on centralized top-down command and control trust, the other based on this new invention, decentralized trust, and they're the incumbents, and they've got the guns, and but we got the people, The plan, if there was a plan, was to keep our heads down and build and see how far we can get before they really take notice. And thank you, Sam Bankman-Fried and others. So CeFi essentially made things a little more difficult for us,
but especially recently. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And so going forward, I think we knew the clash would come. We knew we had to land the technology in the social legal systems around the world, and it'll land differently in the US versus Russia versus China versus North Korea. North Korea loves the technology, obviously, for their own purposes. I think the way it ultimately unfolds is that we recognize that the old world has cohorts that need to live their lives in the way that they're comfortable, and we need infrastructure that enables that for another who knows how many decades. And at the same time, our technology can make the traditional world operate better, offer more options or opportunities, and we should be free to choose to live our lives more, doing things in the rigorously decentralized space if we want to. And so those two pathways of existence should operate in parallel, and they'll interoperate, and I think it's going to be fine. So the goal is really to bring into reality a much more maybe ubiquitous decentralized future, and so it's about enabling people and organizations of any size to have economic and political agency. So it's to achieve the paradigm shift to decentralization.